Hello and welcome to another Let's Play Hearthstone Arena. We're currently 1-0 up with our Hunter deck, which as you can see is pretty heavy on the early, but we do have pretty good late game. Our very first match was against a mage opponent who we pretty easily crushed by just being aggressive. Obviously we were on the draw, so we had the coin, we had the aggression then, and that just snowballed out of control. He had no possibility to gain control at that point. He used his fire or pyroblast or whatever it's called. I actually forget the name every single time. Because I actually don't give a shit. So we get an extra card. I think we get rid of the pint-sized summoner, just because we can do this into this anyway. And we get a tracking on top of that, but we already have the coin, so looking good. This into this. Like, these are so good, right? Wow, we even have another beast. This card just cantrip so often. Like he probably has to kill it here. That's fine. I guess we played Direwolf here, or that. No, we don't have enough mana, of course. So this has Enrage plus 2 attack. We can summon this, but then he attacks this. So I think we want to force him to attack this. Because if he attacks here now, it's a trade, which I'm fine with doing. If he attacks here, obviously this gets enraged, but then we can get an extra card draw out of this, which is what we want. We can also just play the Eagle Hornbone and kill this, I guess. Multi-shot doesn't work here yet. Summon a random beast companion and then decide. This is questionable. Like Eagle Hornbow attack here. Even if we take 5, seems to be the better option, just because this will draw us more cards, and we're currently both at 25. We have the advantage with Eagle Hornbow and this card in play. Next turn we can either multi-shot depending on what he plays, or Bloodhound Raptor. We can also play Animal Companion and Tracking, but I'm not a fan of that at that point. That's a great card though. I mean, Swamp Pose, and then it destroys my goddamn weapon. So I think we kill this here now and then multi-shot, right? Just go for value. Like, we can also give something plus. Nah, we'll go for value. I know this doesn't seem that great, but it's still his time to... I mean, he's still forced to try to find an answer to our board, compared to the other way around. A 2-5 charge obviously does that, which is a bit annoying, I guess. We get a 2-5 charge of our own, and we attack him with it. Yeah. Like, it gives all my other beasts charge as well, so next turn these have charge if I want. We can play this into this and have charge. Giving charge to other creatures seems pretty sick. Yeah, Hammer of Red, obviously a pretty strong card. So here we have the option of playing a 5-4, or playing these or these. I think we want to summon a random beast companion and hope it's something good. It's a 2-4, that gives all the rest extra attack. So we'll pump that up. And in return we have a 3-5 and a 4-3, which is better than his board. He has more cards in hand though, he has 7 cards to our 4. We do have tracking to find something later on. If we desperately need something at this point, my hand and my board position seems good enough. Especially seeing that it doesn't have much. So that becomes a 2-4, it shrinks this as well. I mean, this card is so strong, right? It's still not good enough though. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think we play a taunt, I guess. Or that. We can swap this, then trade here, and then play the taunt, or play 7-6. We'll play 7-6. He has nothing on board. He still has to get rid of this, and when he does, we still have a loaded hand. We can still play this next turn, or this even like 5 mana 3/2 seems pretty shitty. And use this, like these two and this. It obviously depends on what you draw, but so it makes it a 1/6, so that now it becomes a pretty shitty creature for us. Especially seeing that he has a 5/6 there. We don't have friendly beasts. I think we do this and then next turn we can trade there. Let's see what we get, or what we can get. So this will cost 8, this will cost 5. Explosive Trap isn't that great at this point. I think Abomination is a better card. Yeah, this isn't easy. So we had a 5/6 in play. Like, just right now when I'm making this decision, I can't even see the board actually dislike that as well in this game. But I think the 4/4 Taunt Tetrad is the better card, right? Like, Explosive Trap doesn't do that much. And this will cost me some mana, but next turn we can get rid of that. And then we summon out a lot. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that like that. So next turn we can sacrifice this. Summon all these. Wow, he just has big creatures pin deck or what? So we just finally go for the phase, I guess. So we'll sacrifice this so we can start casting things. We'll play a 5/4 Taunt, which then trades, doesn't seem that great. A 4/4 Taunt, which seems pretty better. Let's first use tracking and decide that. So we can have charge, we can have kill command for his ogre, I guess. Charge doesn't seem good, right? Maybe for next turn, like giving all the rest charge seems good then. Because then these have charge, this becomes bigger, yeah. So this is basically just setting up for next turn. He has to attack this somehow. If he trades here, we're still gonna do a bunch of damage. We then summon these, attack here, this grows. Yeah, seems fine. Like, I would understand that attack and would probably have done the same there. But as you can see, they're now lower HP. This is a bit annoying though. Man, he has so many big creatures here. So we play 2/5 charge. We play a Raptor, which is a 3/2 charge now. We play this, it becomes a 4/3. The problem is that I have to attack with this first, and then with this, and then only with this, and then this will grow. So attack here, this grows. Attack here. Attack here, I guess, seeing that this then grows. And then attack here, so this grows again. He can deal me 8, I go down to 8. He can kill this, which I'm fine with. Well, I'm not fine with it, but I mean, I don't have now to that. He still has a bunch of cards. This is, oh man, that makes it brutal. Okay, that's GG. I mean, I can't beat that. True Silver Champion. Weapons seem so strong, right? I didn't see a single of those oozes. He had some. And he actually killed my weapon with it, which gave him full control. Yeah, but then I still die if I do that. Like, I like this card, but it still kills me. And even if I summon this with Taunt, I still die, right? Like, attack, this is... Now let's just concede. There's no way out of this. He can attack, and this is still 9. So we take our first loss, and we go into the next game. There's people still talking here. Yeah, they're still playing, I guess. They're playing against the same guy. Oh, what? Why is it stuck? Yeah, I'm currently watching a stream as well, which I'll mute. It's like some wacky concoction, but I mean it's magic basically. It's a pretty interesting deck. I don't think it's good enough though. No, it isn't. So this takes a while to find an opponent. Maybe it bugs out. Please wait a few minutes. I'm not gonna wait a few minutes. Screw you, man. I'm not sure what causes this. Maybe there's just no one queuing. Maybe people are in games and no one's queuing. We did find one now, so yeah. Actually, I mean, I don't like the queuing system either. So these two are too slow. I think Direwolf Alpha is also a bit too slow, but we can't throw it away and hope to get more big creatures. Like we get a 2/2 and a 2/2. Let's just say hi. Drawing that is actually the best one, because if he uses coin now, we can easily trade. If he doesn't use anything, we can play 2/2. And then try to trade next turn. Blood Knight is really good. As soon as he plays anything with Divine Shield, we can take the shield, and this becomes a 6/6 for 3. So 1/1. Okay, that's fine. Almost scared there. So we obviously charge this stupid creature down and attack him for 2. Like, this is the benefit of charge, right? Next turn this can trade with most creatures because of this. It also cantrips this, so if he plays 2 creatures, we have multi-shot for that. He can obviously try to kill this, but it's a 1/4 taunt, which is worse. Yeah, let's use tracking. I don't know what we can find, but we can get a 2/4 charge for next turn. We can summon a random beast companion, hope it's good enough. Or we can play a 3/2. I still think we play this and get a charge, because then it grows. Now it grows this. I'm gonna force him to attack it. He can obviously elect not to attack it, but that's fine by me. He should attack it, like, that's the best play on his end. That's a pretty good one though, it's a 4/7. So we attack here, summon this, attack him. Like, multi-shot was also a possibility, but I don't think it would be good enough. We can also summon a 7/6. Like, that takes care of that. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, it's gonna be hard for him to deal with this, and it basically trades here. It's a druid, so he can obviously give this taunt or something, but even then, this has 8 power at this point. And with the charge combined, I think this will die no matter what. Like, this card is so good as well, right? It's most of the time a 4/4, 4/5, 4/4, and even if you have like a mage and you can use your hero power a bit, it's even better. It's a 4/9 or something for 4 mana. It's really hard to deal with. Like, it doesn't have taunt, but having 4 power for 4 is good, and then hard to kill. Especially with a class like Hunter, I needed to have Deadly Shot. That's the only one he could have, so he uses the coin here. I'm curious what he's gonna summon for 6. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I think that was a terrible play by him. Like, I was gonna do that anyway. And now he just summoned the 7/5 that gets me tokens. Yeah, I still think that was a terrible play. Like, I was gonna take Traitor anyway, no matter what. And he basically can't trade, but it cost him his entire turn. I now have initiative again. Like, this is pretty good. This can change this into 6/6, I guess. Or 5/6 if I want. It can change his pretty... Okay, I guess that trades with that. Or it's gonna do damage here. Like, I'm not a fan of cards like that. It does give you some kind of board control, I guess. Let's use this and just charge him down. And how many damage do we have? 5, 9, 11. Yeah, that's fine. So why do I calculate it as 5? Because I can basically swap the attack of this and deal 5. That's 11 then. It all depends on what he has, right? It always depends on what he has, but having this seems pretty good. So he elected to silence that. I think that's a fine choice. The fact that this doesn't have that rattle now, I think he should Druidic Power and attack it, right? I would Spiral up and attack this, unless he has something else. Wow, this is gonna eat that shit right up. So thank you for your Divine Shield. Attack him. Do this. Well, could have multi-shot it, but I still think we attack him. It seems highly unlikely that he can deal with all of these creatures as a druid while being at 5. So I'll play Bloodfang Raptor. Like, if he has swipe, it's pretty brutal because he can kill everything. But the fact that this stole his Divine Shield is pretty sick as well. This is lethal on its own. This provides a pretty big lethal clock, like you can do this and this next turn. He doesn't have swipe then, because if he had, he would have used it, I think. Like, yeah, this is why this card is rare, right? Or epic, or what? No, it's rare. I don't know what it is. Yeah, but I mean, 3 mana 3/3 is good, and the Battle Cry seems pretty sick. He's gonna silence this, but then it's still lethal. You still have lethal. Like, well played, man. I don't get why people don't concede in this point. Like, if I don't see an option, I'm just conceding. It saves me time, it saves you time as a viewer. And if I'm viewing things, I don't actually like viewing my opponent, the player making mistakes and playing things out, even though it doesn't matter. At least give your opponent the credit, right? And I do understand that you wouldn't concede. Like, if your opponent is really bad, he might miss kills. But this game is so simple in that object. It's not like it's complicated combat sometimes. Well, sometimes it is, but most of the time it's not. Like, your opponent is at 8, you can attack for 8, here you go, bam. It's like there's no declared blocker step, there's nothing like that, there's no heavy calculations, just 2 plus 3 equals 5, my opponent is at 5, here I go, I attack. That's basically it. And I mean, if you're playing a game like this, you should probably know that. Basic math. So, waiting to find an opponent, currently 2-1, with a deck I actually like for once. Would like the second Eagle Horn Bow, I guess, but can't complain, we have one. We have a bunch of 2-drops, we have some card advantage, we have some late game, so it seems all fine. Just waiting for an opponent. Yeah, this is the second time I get that. Like, there's nothing wrong with my connection, nothing changed. I think there's just not a lot of people queuing, and that's why it says that. Like it comes up after a certain time. And we notice some frame issues, like the spinning wheel getting a bit different. I think that means that. Please let me go a second. Yeah, baby. So I'm gonna mulligan all 4 of these. Like, tracking is good, but I want to drop on turn 1. That's not 2-drop, that's not 2-drop, that's a 2-drop. Like, is it good enough though? Yeah, that's a good card. Actually, I'm a big fan of that. And I might not even use my pint-sized summoner here. Like, if he plays a spell, any spell, it kills this. Now we have to. Like, there's no downside to it. If I draw 3-drop, then my next minions will become cheaper. Like, this into this seems pretty sick as well. So yeah, he does attack it, he uses his hero power. But it does cost him his turn. That's not a good draw. And we do need to draw something here. Like multi-shot next turn. We can't multi-shot next turn, we can deadly shot next turn, but that's not gonna be enough. That dies to multi-shot, so that's fine. Yeah, I think we just throw this out there. Like, the battlefield trigger then obviously doesn't do anything for us, but the fact that we have multi-shot next turn, he can trade, but most creatures that he casts is gonna die to multi-shot, or are gonna die to multi-shot. Yeah. He's gonna go for me. That's fine. No, he didn't. Oh, I see. So playing this and doing this, like, it's a mage, they have no heal spell, so I want to maximize the use of this. Like, if I can do this every turn, I'm just putting pressure on him in a way, and this is really good with this next turn as well. So we can kill that and that. Sure. Like, there's nothing I can do about that, but it's a decent draw. I mean, we can kill this, hit him. But then what, we want to multi-shot the turn after that and do this? We are taking some damage here though. And we haven't found a spot to multi-shot yet. But I think I have to do this. Like, if he keeps piling up on the board, I'm gonna be pretty screwed. Just because multi-shot might easily hit the wrong cards. And even if it hits the right cards, he still has a 2-1. I basically want to get rid of this and something else like this now. Man, if only I had explosive trap, right? So nothing has divine shield. I can Thundering Rhino, and that doesn't trade here either, does it? So I guess we multi-shot and hope it kills. Yeah, that's fine. That's kinda what I wanted, or close to what I wanted. We're still taking 5 here, but then next turn we can attack this down. That's a good card as well. That's a good card. Like, he has so many cheap creatures. It's sick. This destroys a random enemy minion. Wow, that's terrible for us. That's a good draw because we can now charge these down. Like, we're still low, right? We're still at 12. If he just has a fireball here, we're dead. There's no way to play around that, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty good as well. Like I just can't get control of this game. I need to randomly kill this. No, I can kill command that, so. Okay, so we kill command that. And we summon a 4/5. And gain some life here. It might not be enough though. Like if he has the 6 damage now, which is more likely, we're dead. And I think he has it here. There's no... No, he doesn't. He's just gonna go for the face because that's what he wants to do. Oh, that's fine. So let's say we'll play it. Like yeah, he at one point got full control because even with our mulligan we didn't get 2 drops or a decent 2 drop, and that got him control. And I'll see you for the next one.